Hello everybody, and welcome to this 10-minute tune-up. My name is Katie Rowe Mitchell, co-founder of Unfold, and we are in the month of February, and February is American Heart Month. So we're going to be talking about heart health all month, and this week we're going to focus on our cardiovascular health. And the World Health Organization does recommend that if you are going to do some sort of cardio, that you do it for at least 10 minutes. There are a lot of really wonderful benefits that can come out of a quick moderate cardio session. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to get up and move and get our hearts pumping and our blood moving, all with some really simple yet effective office-friendly movement. So with that, I'm going to move my chair back and we will get started. We're going to do this entire class standing. Okay. So go ahead and begin in a mountain pose. Mountain pose is just feet underneath the hips, chest lifted, relax the shoulders and open up the palms. Close your eyes, just take 3 deep full breaths. Start to bring your attention inward and bring your awareness to your heart. You might visualize your heart inside of you. You might sense the subtle vibrational qualities of your heart actually beating. And just take a moment and cultivate a sense of gratitude for each heartbeat, each breath that keeps us alive. Open up your eyes and we're going to begin with some simple marching. So don't overthink this. You're just going to lift one knee up and the opposite arm. I'll show you from the side. This can be slow, it can be fast. Doesn't matter what clothes you're wearing, doesn't matter what shoes you're wearing. All right, and you can continue just like this in this kind of pace, or maybe reach your arms up a little bit higher for the sky. Not only is this starting to increase our heart rate, but we're working on our balance, our coordination. And this, of course, will help us to stay energized if you're feeling a little bit fatigued from working in front of your computer. A few more rounds of this. I'm already starting to notice my heart rate increase. My breath feels just a little bit quicker. You'll notice my breathing will start to get a little deeper. That's fine. Good. And then pause and relax. Next up is dynamic chair. We're going to widen the feet just a little wider than the hips. Inhale, hips back, arms up. And exhale, lower down. I'll show you from the side. We'll continue with this, moving with the breath. Inhale, arms up. And exhale down. You can go as deeply into this pose as you want. And you don't have to lift your arms all the way up either. Maybe your chair pose looks something like this. Or maybe it's really deep, something like that, more like a squat. Let's do 5 more. This is 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, pause here. Bring your feet together. We're going to step the feet wide apart and then step them back together. And then do the other direction. Step them wide and back together. Step wide, back together. Step wide, back together. Okay, keep going. Don't worry about it if you get a little bit mixed up. It's no problem. And then you can continue with this sort of pace. Whew, I'm getting a little winded, which is exactly what we want. Or you can go a little faster. Side, side, in, in. Side, side, in, in. Side, side, in, in. Side, side, in, in. So very simple, but certainly challenging my coordination. Sort of like a little more interesting version of jogging in place. Let's do a couple more rounds. Okay, pause in the middle. There we go. From here, arms out to a big T. We're going to reach for the opposite hand and knee together. So it's similar to a march, but we're working on more of a cross-body movement. Start with an inhalation. You're going to take that right hand, cross it over to the left knee. So we're getting a little bit of rotation through the spine here. Inhale, exhale the other way. So this is the movement. Okay, again, coordination, balance. You'll notice a little bit of a theme here. And this is a great place to work. This is certainly increasing my heart rate enough. But if you want to add a little bit more intensity, you can reach for the opposite foot. Inhale as you lift up, exhale as you twist and reach. This cross-body movement is layering in some nice core work, some work through the hip flexors. A few more rounds, stay with it. Inhale, exhale. Okay, pause here and relax. Let the shoulders relax. Let's just take a few moments to catch our breath. Notice that shift in your breathing rate, in your heart rate. Good. And then we're going to keep going because we want to keep our heart rate up. For this one, you might want to use a chair just for a little bit of balance, but you absolutely don't need to. All right, so very simple. We're just going to do a very easy lunge, a step back lunge. Okay, so I've got my chair over here for balance. Feel free to use it as well. I'm going to start by stepping back with my right foot and lowering down as much as I want. It can be a little, like this. Step back with the other foot. Step back with the right. Step back with the left. And then if you want, you can add more of a lunge. So I'm going to drop my knee all the way down to tap it to the floor. Tap. Okay. If you're feeling good with your balance, you can bring your hands to your hips. And then if you want to give yourself an additional challenge, this is what you're going to do. As you step your arms back, your foot back, you'll reach your arms up, and as you exhale, you'll come back to stand. Left foot back, arms up, exhale back to stand. So this is a variation of our high lunge, but we're doing it dynamically. We're adding some fun arm movements. Body weight strength training like this not only increases your heart rate, but also strengthens your leg muscles and stretches the muscles in the front of the hips. Let's do a couple more. For 3, 2, and 1. Pause here in mountain pose. Relax, take a couple of breaths. That one does a really good job at getting the heart rate to increase. Good. All right, take a slightly wider stance. We're going to keep going. I'm going to rotate my body to the right, like a little swing through the chest, and then rotate my body to the left. So you'll see, check out my feet. I am sort of pivoting on the ball mound of the back foot. The fun move relaxes stress and tension in the shoulders, helps to unwind tension through the upper back. Just let those arms swing. Let's do a few more like this. This movement always feels really playful and easeful to me once you get the hang of it. All right, and then pause. Very good. Last one, dynamic goddess pose. We're going to open the feet a little bit wider, dial the toes out, and bring the hands to the heart. Bend deeply into your knees. Okay, inhale, open up like a big star shape, and exhale back down. Okay, this is the movement. We're going to keep going. Whew. Inhale up and exhale down. Same with this one. You can be as intense as you want with this movement. You can bend the knees a little or a lot. This one stretches the inner thigh muscles, works on strengthening the outer hips. Let's do 3 more. For 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Bring your feet back together. Come back to your mountain pose the same way we started class. Take a big deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Bring your attention back to your heart. Notice the heartbeat. Notice the increased heart rate. Sense the vibration of the pulse points at the wrists, the elbows, maybe in the throat. And reconnect to that feeling of gratitude for all that your heart does. Keeping you alive, keeping the blood flowing, the oxygen moving, day in and day out. Good. Open up your eyes. That concludes this 10-minute tune-up. I hope you enjoyed it. Every little bit helps. 10 minutes of movement makes such a big difference, not only for your heart, your body, but also your mind. So we'll see you next time.